welcome our wonderful horror fantasy soldiers and our wonderful female horror fantasy soldiers. Let's think as our typical clap clap, because I have a dog on my mermaid fishtail fin and I have no single hand free, and that means it is very warm for me. Oh yeah. Okay, beautiful horror fantasy soldiers. There is something going on in our life. But I know exactly that I'm not being so an fluent speaker, fluent, or better saying, I have not the I'm not so advanced to speak about what was happening in our private life, and that makes no sense for me to try to explain what is happening. And I think it is for now the best when we talk about something else, as what was the heaviest decision of this life, of this day. I'm sorry. Hi, what's going on? What's going on, baby? I wanna go down. Ja, willst du runter? Yeah, I wanna go down. Okay. Yeah, make it cozy for you, baby. Yeah, and I have film and video on my German channel on Murmelita Deutsch, and there I have tried to talk about what was my heartbreaking point of this day, and what is changing for my life. What did we have for changing plans? And now I want to talk about everything, because I'm not so mighty. I'm not so mighty in this language for now. Maybe later, because we have time, and it's okay for knowing exactly that something was talk about today on my German channel, and maybe we can talk about in a couple of times about this topic from today. And but I know exactly I couldn't be so strong to talk about my heartbreak for the second time, you know. That is definitely not that isn't the best, you know. It's okay how it is. I have tried to make the best out of the hardest time for a mother, and I know exactly that I have think about what is going on in our life for a very long time. A couple of years. I have reached the end to change my life, baby. To change our life. For us, baby. Yeah. For me and for you, and for the Moss Princess. but it's always for her best. Ja, ganz fein. Ja, ganz fein. Yes, listen. And it's everything good, baby. Ja, fein. Ganz fein, dann kannst du auch eine Brötchen haben. Fein akzeptieren. Guck, die Leute haben alle Spaß. Ja, ganz fein hast du das gemacht. Willst du das mitnehmen? Willst du das schon mal mitnehmen? Willst du dir das schon mal verkrabbeln? Ja, ich könnte mir das schon mal verkrabbeln. Für später. Yes, gut gemacht. Siehst du? Ganz fein. Yes, we are training together for the finally moment to become this year to an end, to an very serious and strenuous and honest end. Can't believe that I have handled how I was and how I have handled these decisions of our life now. But I think no matter what is the point, it is very important to respect ourselves. Every one of us should always listen of their own heart, and when something is in our life behind the scenes, always so difficult, so very hard, and not to handle over a very long, over several years, for several years, then definitely it is crystal glass clear. It will definitely come to this moment, and then comes what was längst überfällig. You know? Hi! Are you back? Yes, yeah, laufen, ja, komm her. You can live here, baby. Ja, hier ist so Platz, komm her. Na klar, versteck dir dein Brötchen. It was a surprise for waiting for us while we was in the supermarket. Yeah, and now, yes, I have to. I know I have that. I have that mindset to know exactly that life should changing for every one of us, and it was before my night decision a very hard life, and start somewhere, move to nowhere, move here for the second time in nowhere in this Newcastle, and now I have to write an application to tell our castle landlord, and to try to explain the job center that I have to move for the third time in a really short period. In the next flat, just me and just my dog, because I want have this strenuous life behind the curtains. I know exactly for my own that I'm not a machine, you know what I mean? It's not so easy to understand, I know, but because I talk in pieces of puzzles. But I was coming here in my Mom Letter English channel to don't give up my own dreams, and no matter this is what I mean. I can't talk so fluid about so naturally about what is going on in our life, because I never have got this word treasure in my mind of all these words which are be so negative and so yeah, baby, you don't find a place for you, huh? I can't believe it. Yeah, I only have so this word treasure in my mind. What is the opposite of the tender language, and not this A minus social words which are created out of a life which is so very hard and so complicated. And that's definitely the reason why we never have talk about together in English. I always was on our way or on our road alone with talking in English. We've tried to learn my own way to never forget my goals, which I wanna reach in my life. And I always was like talking like a waterfall, and to try to make her surprised by what could happen in our life when we never give up our dreams. And that language skills be definitely the reason for something when you want to have an life where it could be important to speak English. And no matter I always was talking all my ways alone. I always have talk against the wall, and now I know why. I know why. I wish I could show you a teddy bear, which is from him, from the faker. Now this teddy bear is sitting on a heating. I can show you. I can show you this teddy bear. I have shoes on because I have to go. Hi, baby. Do you need light? Yeah, I need light. Here. Hi. Hello. Ja, ich komme sofort, okay? Ich bin gleich bei dir. This is her reason. That was her reason. And now I have seen it. Now I know where it comes from. And it always was her. This present, this teddy bear, was always her secret. Since we have this fucking teddy bear. And she never have got enough trust to talk about her love with me. And always she sit next to me and live with me, laugh with me, take everything out of my power, my strenuous ways, which I have create for both of us to have a better life. And I was fighting so hard for us, and she always have given them. And the only thing what I only can do right now, after knowing that I have create a new vision of my life, a new part should and I should definitely open a new door for my own life, if it is her decision in her life. But I think she is a little bit too young, and the person which she is falling in love is maybe not the right person to teach her or to make the best for her life. And I feel very disappointed from so many moments which I now can definitely understand after all what was happening now. And now I have I can't believe that I have to move again. This is really, really hard, because now I don't know where I can take the power for it. Now it's okay, but I know that I have definitely done my best for her. I always was quiet about that psychological pain, which she have done with me. And for me is it really hard to know that she didn't love me. And that was the reason why she ever was in the position to do what she have done. That's really hard to swallow. And I know that I don't have to give up. No, I'm not exactly. I have tried to be the best version of myself, to be the best mother how I could put out of me. And now it is really hard to accept that she told, or that she tells the world how ugly I am, just because of falling in love with somebody else. And that makes me really, really really disappointed. Yes, this is just a half of the truth, and she knows it exactly, but she tried to become her will and did everything to let other people think that she couldn't live with me, but that was never on no single day true. We always have lived our lives so happily and peacefully, and it was really raw, where we have got times where we have to have this typical discussions with each other when she was so very damn lazy and have always give a fuck, and I always have thought about her that is just because it's why she is in teenager age, and by her I always have seen that is so much more harder as usually how teenagers be, you know. It was always so very strenuous, and now I have to accept the misery with her too, but it's okay for now. I have oh goodness, I was wake up all night long, and I was thinking about something what I have know all the time, that we shouldn't let her do with me, or with us, better saying, what she want. That's not too accepting. That isn't acceptable for me, and I forbid her to play with my heart just because of someone. Then she have to do what is the best for her, but I know exactly whatever she is thinking, whatever she thinks right now while she is on cloud number 7 is best for her. It's definitely that isn't the best, of course. Just because of someone who is new in her life, she is, she's old enough. Not for me, not in my eyes, of course not. I would help her so much, but she is so anxious with all her secret which she have or which she had hide for a very long time behind her back against me, and now she think I could explore if I met her, but that is not that was not in my sense on no single moment as I was as I have find out the truth. There is only my mission as a parent, as a mother, to show her a few in our brokening fortune teller ball, how how she will how she would live. And this is always her own decision. I never had forbid her something. Every time in her life, I always have let her live how she need that space in front of me. For me and her, it was always so clear that we don't have a normal and typical mother-daughter bonding. It was just something between us. What means that she had become so much more room to create or to spread out or to put out to how can I say that, to open her wings. This is, she know exactly always my behavior if something would happen. And in her life where she thought she could never talk with me about something what is in her life, I always have let her this information, like every single other mother too. Please, when something is in your life, let me know what's going on. There nothing could in your life never be so bad or so worse that you couldn't find a word to talk about with me. But she is afraid of me. She think I could hit her how I have hit her sometimes in her life. And I know this was really, 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 really unforgivable. And she is, of course, unforgivable with me. But she have forget that it was not an in behavior because of angriness or of to be so frustrated or something what could be the reason for other sick parents. It was always when it is happening between us that we have that I have did her, that I had hurt her. It was just because of anxious to lose her, and it was a moment out of an affect, and I have let her know that I was feeling very, very sorry about it, and I have asked her for forgiveness, and she always have let me know when we have become so in a serious struggle with each other. She have given me that feedback that she definitely knows that I am I don't be that person which is hitting her daughter because of feeling angry or frustrated. It was just an effect, by that moment. Panics, anxious, afraidness to lose her, to lose us, and that was in the morning time for me. I was so very hot, crying. I have cried my life out today on my German vlog, and I can't do it again. I think I'm finished. I think I know exactly that I have always make definitely the best for her with mistakes. Yes. And I was really, really sad now. I am really sad. I can't turn back the time, you know. And yeah, my head hurts me so hard, but I couldn't or I can't take her back to me for now. That was a decision from both of us to don't meet each other for now. For her vision, it was just her own meaning to know for herself that she couldn't come back to me with her secret because of having much anxious, maybe anxious because to tell me the truth, but she didn't know before I was going to the police and to let her search that I was ready after this night with thinking about that I couldn't take her back in my life. I feel definitely my heart is really disappointed. I'm really disappointed about her development, about her visions, her view against me, how she handled me as a mother, and that she always take my powers and nothing come back from her, and she always is how she was, and I think we should let it come to an end. And I have make this decision that I live just one life. I'm two. And I should protect me from her and from her what she's talking about others, what she's talking others about me. And when I know exactly that is just the half truth, and she broke break my heart so very hard just because of this is that last, definitely the last what I can't forgive. She could make so many strong things, so many weird things, so many ridiculous things in our life. Sometimes which I couldn't understand, but I have accept the misery because I'm not a fighter, definitely. And she have always enjoy that easy life next to me, with me. And yes, sometimes I couldn't accept when it means for us that we could lose each other. That was panic in me, and it was not the best decision in my life to let her feel pain because of my fucking hands. But I was always this person which is against cruelty, not just by animals. I'm not the person who is bounded by behaviors like a lot of strenuous parents live with their children in the world. I know exactly that is really, really hard. I know exactly how it feels to be a child of an painful childhood. And it was my biggest wish to avoid so much as possible, to let my child feel pain because of me. I didn't say that I was an angel. I know I have made a couple of mistakes with her, but the most of the time I was trying to hold my awareness when we was when we was in trouble together. I was so always, no matter how angry I was always so fixed by the version of my own life to don't hurt her so often as possible. But it wasn't, how it seems, not often enough, and this is very, very sad for me to know. I can understand her, of course, but she only see just my mistakes and didn't realize, because of love, what she is doing weekly with me, weekly, and I always have to swallow what she's done with me, and I think I have to be finished with accepting this wrong behavior from her. It's okay now. I can understand her. I know the reason why she is how she is. It was maybe too long time to live with the love of my life, which wasn't not the best role of a father. As an idol for her, he wasn't not the real father of her. He was nevertheless living by and with us since the first day of her breathing, and he was young. He was full with own problems. He wasn't fair against her. He have made so many things not right with her. He have hurt her not from the nature of physical pain. He have tried to hurt her really often with psychological pain, yes. And I always have tried so often as I could to protect her against his ugly and sick behavior against a girl which is 4 years old, or 3 or 4 years old, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. And that was too much. She have lived, she was growing up with a really, really, really wrong father role. It was for me not easy to accept that she have become the same role like he, and have lived with me together after eine Trennung. How can I let you know what is Trennung in English? We was going different ways together. Me and this late one called On Stormy Night. This is the name of this love of my life. And this time I was really hard wishing for having a love of my life. Nowadays I know that he wasn't the love of my life, but I was wishing so very hard to have a love of my life too, and was living a very long time with someone who was my best girlfriend and my best boyfriend, one and only. Yes, and later he was more becoming from time to time a man. But that was definitely too late. After 8 years, we was going separated ways. I have taken my Simini and my Mani together. They sounded Simini, and I have tried to teach her first of all that she lose her pain, and that she could that she learn to love again, because he always have tried to make the best to teach her to lose her smile. That was for me definitely the first hardest, heaviest and painful you can't believe it. And what I definitely didn't have know in my life, that but I have find it out. I have find it out from time to time that she she was living with his shoes all the time in my life, through my life, and lied to me so often as possible, from week to week, from day to day, so often as she could. She was so affected by an wrong behavior from this father role, and I haven't find the right words for this situation, and I know exactly I couldn't go to someone in my life to let them know what my own love of my life is doing with me. From time to time, I was thinking about myself, that I could be strong enough with my own motherful wisdom to repair her soul, to repair her wrong mindset connections. And I was definitely until today, until these days, I have didn't become out her hardest point. But now I think I have tried to forgive her every time, every single time, every day, every moment. And it was really, really often, and she don't know. She is too young right now. She don't know how it feels to be the person who is handled by the untruth, you know. She's too young. I can't. I want cry. I think I am finished. I have to be finished because let the institution known today that I won't live with someone in my life, which is always give me so a very hard life, and which didn't see my worth and give a fuck of everything what I'm doing for her to give her an comfortable life. And I think for her is it maybe everything too much. We have lost that somewhere, we have lost our roots, we have got a really, really hard time and start somewhere. This old village where we have lived before nowhere. I have become in depression. I was fighting all the time for a better life to come back in our life, while I have tried to find a new way in my life without always trying to think back where my hometown was, and the therapy have helped me a lot, and nevertheless I always have live with my daughter together, and was always confronted with this late one cold and stormy night. And that was a never-ending love story, and I was always trying to accept the misery, to swallow the pain, to be stronger than my heart breaks. And I always have asked her for reflection, to see what it feels for me, what it makes with me when she don't stop that old behavior from just late one cold and stormy night. And I was separated from this late one cold and stormy night as she was 8 years old, and now she is 16, and I have lived in the same bubble, just not with this late one cold and stormy night. But when there is one thing what I definitely have could make better now for her, is definitely that she have win back her smile. That is one thing what he couldn't steal her forever. And now I have to show her that not we are the person which have to become the contact with her. That's wrong, baby girl. You are the person. I can't live with you together because that pain weighed so very heavy on my shoulders. And I have tried to let you know in my German content maybe you can understand me one day. Why I have to let you go now, to protect me, to protect my soul, baby girl. And I hope you will understand it one day. I hope. You will forgive me one day. That was the last thing of my life that you feel anxious in front of me, baby. Yeah, okay. I think that was enough. English for now with this new it's a new area to speak about something what was never in my mindset. I always have tried to avoid to speak in English when I was angry, or when I wasn't happy, or when I was sad. Then I was always switching in German, and I know exactly that we have lived for a long time nowadays. No more so fluency in English, because we definitely have got a lot of problems with each other. I have let her know in the last 3 months that I'm ready with this behavior, that I couldn't accept the misery anymore, that she didn't have to leave with the shoes from the Slate One Golden Stormy Night in front of me, in my near. She didn't have to live with me together when she don't know how perfect is our life and could be her life. She make I shouldn't I won't allow me to talk about what she make. It is her own. I shouldn't. Okay, our wonderful horror fantasy soldiers. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I know it was really hard. And I don't have show you my hair because we play a game. I don't want to let you know. Ouch. Knack. I don't want to let you see always my short hair. I'm not pretty. I don't feel pretty with my short hairs anymore. I can't see me with my short hairs in front of the camera, you know. I should try to eat rosmarin this evening. Yes, I do it, and I try to make the best of our life. However, it was never easy in my life, and I always have tried to make the best. I am a mermaid soldier. And I never give up. And we are definitely unforgivable when someone isn't not true in front of us, and it isn't and it is definitely how is it in English, please? It is no matter who isn't honestly with us. Yes, I know I have made a lot of mistakes. I don't can speak me free. I'm not perfect, but I always have definitely tried to make the best. Definitely. And it isn't allowed to speak the untruth against other people about me. No, I can't. I can't accept it when just because of falling in love is something what leaves in the wrong direction, and I think I have to go now because I know exactly it won't come to an end with this behavior. Erst recht. I don't have that word for erst recht, especially when she have someone in her life which she don't let me know who this person is, and that makes definitely no sense. Life shouldn't leave in this way, you know. That is definitely the wrongest. And later I think when I can speak better English, then I can explain more. But for now, I think it's enough, and I think all of you have red ears. And yes, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. That was a really hard day for me, and I have found out that we have to go separated ways to protect my soul, to protect my heart, and I know exactly there is nothing else nowadays actually how she can change so fast as possible. That will always be just a feeling, a wish, and it isn't possible that just one side could or should try to change your life, to change my life, to change my behaviors when the other side is always affected. But I definitely didn't have loose. I didn't have loose. I am her mother. Point. I have bring back her smile. I'm very proud of me, and I don't want to lose my smile. I know. Actually, I feel really, really unhappy and so sad. But if I came out right now, before we live in 20 years with lies. No, 20 years. Forget it. I can't allow it. I can't allow it because we only have this one shared heart, and I have to protect our heart, no matter against whom. Kisses from heaven, kisses from Swain's Island, our beautiful horror fantasy soldiers. Don't feel worry. I hope you can have a good evening. And if you have maybe the same struggles with your teenagers, and you have that feeling that you definitely can't share this feeling with no one else around you, because you always have that feeling, I have to be strong, I am the part of a parent, I am the mother, or I am the father, or we are the parents of him or of her. And it makes no sense to let that behavior roll with a never ending all the time in the same way, when diplomacy is come to an end after a very long time, then we should wake up. And I know exactly that I love her from the bottom of my heart, of course. I love her so much. She is the love of my life since her birth, but I won't forgive her. I won't forgive her right now. What she's done with me, and don't find an end because of. Can't believe it. Later more baby horror fantasy soldiers. Thank you for watching, and we see us so soon as possible. Tomorrow is Tuesday, only Wednesday. Not only Wednesday, but I mean only 2 days, and on Wednesday we go into the new year. We have New Year's Eve, and I never ever have thought that something like that could come in my life, like this situation right now. I'm sitting here alone, separated because of kisses. Good night, sleep well and tight and round.